Get the camera.
Hi, I'm Tim Owens,
Hi, I'm Jennifer Owens.
and we represent the Owens Group, and we're here to welcome you to our radio show called The Psychology of Everyday Success.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're glad you're here. So, a little bit about the Owens Group first. We are a psychoeducational training and development firm, and we started in 2007 out of the great state of Texas, and now we're in the great state of New York. Doing our thing. So, but essentially, what we do is we help people to be their best selves, to become their best selves, both professionally and personally, so that they can ultimately live their best lives. That's kind of what we do. Jen, you want to talk a little bit about your background, and I'll tell them a little about mine.
Sure. My background is over 20 years in social work. I also am an author and a speaker, and I'm also a writing coach.
Absolutely. And I am actually a behavioral health therapist, and work with all kinds of people in all kinds of circumstances and situations. I'm also a life coach, and been doing this work for about 30 years. I'm currently working on my doctorate degree in counseling and human development at the University of Rochester. So that's kind of who
Okay.
we are. Uh,
All
so Tim,
right. So,
what do you?
Tim, I have a question.
Okay.
Um, what is success to you, and how do you know when you're successful?
Wow, that's a great question. Deep. So the thing that we think about when I think about success, I think about comprehensive success, right? I know that traditionally what success is looked at as is, how much money you have or make, what kind of possessions you own, what people think of you. Often those things are kind of thought of as success, but really and truly, comprehensive success is way bigger than that. It's much broader, and has way more substance. So when I think about comprehensive success, I think also about those things as well, but also about what kind of impact am I making on the world? How am I impacting other people's lives positively? What do I think about myself when the lights are turned off and nobody's looking? What do I think about me? How do I feel about myself? Am I happy? Do I have things that are worth look? Am I pursuing purpose? Do I understand my own worth, value, and significance? So those are the things that kind of make up comprehensive success. And what we say is we look at success sort of like as an iceberg, right? So only about 10% of the of an iceberg can you see above the waterline. The other 90% is of the iceberg actually supports the 10%. Well, most of success is really 90% is below the waterline. You really can't see it. It's the 10% above that people tend to focus on. But if you don't have the 90% supporting the 10%, ultimately you end up in bad shape. So
Hmm.
that's kind of the approach I like to think about when we think about comprehensive success. Jim, what are your thoughts about success?
So, my thoughts about success relate to three really important factors. And a
Okay.
lot of times I relate it to my own personal success. I start with me first because if I'm going to be influential and impact others, I have to start with myself.
Yeah.
So I often look at what's meaningful,
Hmm.
needed, and what's necessary. And what's meaningful to me is often relationships. So I'm wondering and asking myself, how am I influencing someone well,
Hmm.
pouring into their lives, giving them good knowledge or wisdom?
Right.
Um, I look at rest as something that's needed.
Hmm.
And so, what are the myriad of ways that I can work on being calm, peaceful, and focusing on rest so that I have balance in my life because I'm a very busy person. And I guess the third one is just what's necessary. I try to operate in a spirit of integrity most times
Hmm.
so that I'm doing the right thing and often on the right track. So that's kind of what success looks like for me.
Wow, I love that. I mean, we also think about success in terms of material possessions and things of that nature, but that's just not the end of it, the end all
Mm-hmm.
for us. All right, cool stuff. Well, listen, we welcome you and we invite you to stay with us on this journey going forward. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about a lot of interesting things, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we'll be able to really inform some things in your life that will facilitate you really living your best life and becoming your best self.
All
Thanks a lot.
right. Take care. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.